What's the difference between your setup want, your need, and your goals? Hi guys, I'm oddfud. This month I'm doing NaNoWriMo a little bit differently. I'm talking about different ways that I plan and outline in order to make things go faster when you actually sit down to write. This NaNoWriMo, I wasn't ready to start writing 50,000 words, so I decided to really take my time and uh, go through all the steps of making a very strong outline. Yesterday we talked about your main character, and now we're going to talk about some things that we touched on yesterday that are the setup want, your character's wants, your character's needs, and then we'll talk a little bit about how that impacts their goals. So what's the difference between the setup want, the want, and the need of your character? Because it might be kind of hard to differentiate which is which. So they should be three distinct things. In order to make your story continue to go forward, they should not all be the same. They should be pretty different, actually. So your setup one involves what gets the story going. So sometimes it has nothing to do with what they actually want, but what they want in the moment. It is ephemeral. It's superficial and it propels the story forward. Something that this can coincide with is the catalyst. If the catalyst is the action that happens to set up all of the subsequent reactions, then the setup one is why they happened in the first place. Now your want is more overarching. It's tied to your flaw and your strength, answering what's missing. So if we go back to the story circle, your character wants something. This want coincides with this one. What's missing from your character's day-to-day? That's the want. If the timing of the setup one is the catalyst of the story, the timing of the want is Act 1, overarching, and then Act 2, you try for it and fail. Act 1 and Act 2, that's going to get you to your false high and then your quick downfall into the bad guys close in, all is lost, and the dark night of the soul or low moment. Going after your want in Act 1 is going to involve the point of no return. The difference between the catalyst and the point of no return is pretty significant. So if you can get down the timing of when your setup want and your want are, then it might start to make more sense. And like I said, you should have two in your story because your wants should continue to change. Now, when we get to need, we're going to be talking more about your strengths. So when you go to want, you are fighting against your flaw. And then that is why you fail. It happens in Act 3. Go for it and succeed. So a big difference between your want and your need is that when you go for your want, you try all these different things. You throw everything at the kitchen sink. Your plan is ironclad. You go through the plan 1,000,000 times and you spend a lot of time thinking about your plan, and then once you want to do your plan, you go for it, and then for various reasons, you fail. Now with the need, Act 3 can often go a lot faster. You're really picking up steam because the need is often you throw everything together last second, and because this is all the time you have, so you just do it. But because you are strong and you have your strengths, you succeed in getting what you need. For young adult books especially, which is what I write and what I have experience in, they almost always have a setup want, a want, and a need. I think differentiating between the three has been really important to me to understand how those different parts of the story go. So thanks so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Tomorrow we'll be expanding on the point of no return. If you want to be notified of that video, ring the bell. And if you want to see more of my journey, as not only as I go through this month, where I go through all the different steps that I take in order to write a really strong outline that makes it really fast when you actually sit down to write, but also in the future when I'm actually writing, when I start to edit, and when I hopefully start to reach out to agents and maybe even get an agent one day. And when I start publishing, I want to have that all on here. So if you want to see more of that, please subscribe. I also make journals. So if you want to see some of my crafting journey on making journals, you can subscribe to that here. So thanks so much for watching today's video, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye!